Today on YesterKitchen, Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his cap and called it Macaroni. Yes, there is a story behind that song and a dish to go with it, and we're going to explore both. You're going to love it. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Jill and this is YesterKitchen. Part food history, part cooking, all delicious. I so appreciate you being here. Welcome. So, first things first. I know I can't sing. I don't even do happy birthday, seriously. But I had to sing for this episode to make my point. So today we are going to make a dish called macaroni pie. It is actually the precursor to mac and cheese, our beloved mac and cheese. It had to have a beginning and this is it. So this is all about Thomas Jefferson, our third president, and also the main writer of the Declaration of Independence. But prior to being president, he did many things, including he had the job of being the diplomat to France, which is kind of like the precursor to our ambassadors as we know them. So while he was in France, he went all around Europe, and he was actually a huge foodie and a huge ladies' man, but that's another story. But he was a huge foodie, so he was going around and he would go to people's homes and learn how they cooked and discovered what they ate, and he just absolutely loved it. And one of the things he discovered when he was in Italy was pasta. And he fell in love. And he loved it so much that he had a pasta machine sent to his home. His home had a name. It was Monticello, and there it is. Is that gorgeous? And if you forget what it looks like or you want to see another picture, just look on the back of any one of your nickels and you'll see it right there. So when he got his brand new pasta machine home, he started making pasta. Although it wasn't called pasta, it was called macaroni. And he was actually credited with serving the very first macaroni dish in the colonies. So now we're gonna get to where did Yankee Doodle Dandy come from? Okay, so here's the story behind the song. It really was a song from England, and it was created to make fun of the colonists, because, you know, they left to start a new country. So the English said that eating macaroni was way too fancy for the colonists, and they were eating macaroni and they were making fun of the king. And so they called, they called the colonists Yankees, but they also called them Doodles. So that's where Yankee Doodle came from. And the line about sticking a feather in the hat and calling it macaroni, well, that was just because the feather was like, because they were all fancy and hoity-toity and stuff, but they didn't know the difference because they were busy eating macaroni, and what do those colonists, what do those Yankee Doodles know? So they just called it macaroni. And so it was just completely making fun of the colonists. But when the colonists heard it, they thought it was hilarious, and they started singing it themselves. And so then they taught their kids, and their kids taught their kids, and that's why we all know it now. So one of the recipes that Thomas Jefferson brought back from Italy was macaroni pie. And it is so simple. As a matter of fact, it's kind of like a take on the original fettuccine alfredo. And if you don't know about that, take a look at my video, because this is where I show you that the original fettuccine alfredo contained no cream or anything else. It's just a very simple pasta dish, just like this. So take a look at my happy little bowl. Here I have 2 cups of elbow macaroni that I just boiled in very salted water. Okay, so you want to go a little al dente with this because we're going to be putting it in the oven. So my directions said 9 to 10 minutes, so I went ahead and went 7. But if you just start at about 6 minutes, give it a taste, and just pull it out of the water right when it's just starting to soften. You don't want it hard, but you don't want it soft because you're going to bake it again. So this is how easy it is. We have our macaroni. And, that's a little warm. And I have 1 stick of butter that I already melted. You can melt it in the microwave if you want. I just figured colonists didn't have microwaves, so I did it over the fire, even though they cooked in the fireplace. They didn't have stoves. Okay, and then cheese. You can use between 1 cup and 2 cups. The original recipe says 1 cup, but cheese. And my son's home from college, and he loves cheese, so I'm putting a little extra in for him. So what I have here is shredded Jack and cheddar. Here's the thing, right from Thomas Jefferson. In Italy, they predominantly had white cheese. In America, they predominantly had yellow cheese. So he said, use either, and that's why I'm using both. So all you're gonna do is just put your cheese right into your pasta, a little bit at a time, and we're just gonna go mix, mix, mix. Get that cheese all incorporated. And you can stop here, that's about a cup if you want to stay true to the recipe, which I normally love to do, but like I said, cheese. So I'm going to add the rest of it in. And then you're just gonna put it in a casserole dish. And now we have this casserole. As you know, I'm a retro girl, so I don't have anything colonial, but I thought this looked really good. So this is about 1.5 quarts. And you wanna just have it well greased. And in goes your macaroni. And literally, it's that simple. So now this is gonna go into the oven just for 15 minutes at 350, and we will be back. So it's been 15 minutes, take a look. This is macaroni pie. You don't get any more perfect or simple than macaroni, butter, cheese, that's it. It's really that simple, that perfect. It's a little brown, it's stringy, it's just, oh my gosh, this is perfect. My son is gonna be so happy when he gets here. But of course, I know I don't do this very often, but you know, it's perfection. It's perfection. And honestly, I think the 2 cups of cheese is probably better. But however you make it, it's gonna be perfect. So make macaroni pie. Tell your family the story. Tell them, yeah, there really is a story behind Yankee Doodle. I'm like, Yankee Doodle wasn't the nicest term back then, but now it's just a fun song we all sing. So I hope you had a little fun with this bit of Americana. If you would like to explore more recipes from your childhood or just the past, I invite you to subscribe. I release new videos every Friday. In the meantime, here's some more retro dishes for you. And remember, every dish, even macaroni pie, the precursor to macaroni and cheese, really, you gotta make it, has a story. I'll see you in the next video.